Happy Wednesday, y'all. I am stoked to be here today. I am supposed to be meeting with Jesse C from inside LIA, chat about his land business and what's going on. Waiting for him to come on. So for now, I wanted you guys to see. Hang on, let me share my screen. Happy Hump Day, Mike. Alrighty then. So if you guys don't know, tomorrow is a big webinar. Land Insights hosting an awesome webinar tomorrow. Go in here, landinsights.co/webinar. It's free. Just come in here. You can register tomorrow, 6:20 p.m., 4 p.m. PST. It's a 1 hour. So Ari's going to be hosting it. It's going to be a pretty dope webinar. You'll definitely like it. We're going to be talking about what Land Insights is, how it works, all the stuff. I know you guys have seen some of the videos, but I feel like it's important to come to these types of events and kind of see, especially people like Ari who absolutely know how to use this thing from inside and out. He's awesome at it. He knows everything about this. He is the Land Insights ambassador. Definitely come to that. So we got that. No, let's see. Hang on. So what I want to talk about today, if not, let me just post in here real quick. Hang on. Everyone. Hey, y'all. Awesome. Okay. Sorry. So while we're waiting for Jesse to come in. Okay. While we're waiting for Jesse to come in, let's look at some stuff. Let's go through this. Let's pull up some leads. I have a couple leads that we're kind of back and forth on. What I'll actually do as well is I actually wanted to check out on Land Insights. I want to look for a market specific that we're kind of looking for. We're looking for some larger type acreage that we could possibly do a subdivide on. So what I'm looking for first, just see what we got going on here. Let's underwrite some leads while we're waiting. And then we'll go back and we'll try pulling some markets next. So we got some deals that came in, and a couple of them I like, a lot of them I don't. Let's see what we have here. Contact made. Okay. Is this one of them? Sorry, I don't want to share my screen yet. B3. Anyways, can't find that one. Let's go back. Let's go to Land Insights. Awesome. Okay, so what I am looking for, I want to try to find some larger plots. Hot
Country from DJ Spotify.
Okay, looking at 40 plus acres.
Go back to how I used to care about where you went,
40 plus acres in the area. And I want to try to find something that's, I know like North Carolina is pretty subdivide friendly. Actually, let's just look at North Carolina specifically. Oops, sorry. Okay. All right, so what I'm looking for now, I want to look in North Carolina specifically. I really like this, the East Coast. Um, so what I want to try to find, what did you, what would you do to find markets to subdivide in? So basically, what I'm looking for is, well, I know North Carolina. I know part of like, I know a lot of the subdivide rules in certain areas in North Carolina. So the first step I'm going to look for is just I want to find some larger acreage plots. And then what I'll do is I'll pull some data and I'll check transaction history and see what type of builder activity has been going on. So we'll do a little bit of that today. So we're going to check first. I want to see some counties that are pretty active. So let's do, let's see. So median sold price per acre. Oh, wow. Mecklenburg. I want to see, so this software allows you to see comp. So land insights with this allows us to see is what's been active, pending, sold, all that stuff. So it kind of lets us kind of narrow down a county or find the hottest counties, find the hottest markets, zip codes, all that stuff. All right, so we're going to go, I like to set parameters. I say greater than or equal to, let's put like 3. I want to see sold in 6 months, greater than or equal to 3. Okay, cool. Johnstone County. So let's check Redfin out. So what's pretty sick, if you guys don't have it already, you get the free Chrome extension. The free Chrome extension for Redfin is awesome because what it does, it has this price per acre. So I could just quickly look at something. So let's look at Johnstone County. County and see. Let's see how I spell that. And insights, Johnston. Let's see. Okay, cool. All right, so what I'm going to look for here, I'm going to see, there's a couple things I'm looking for today for subdivide type stuff. So I want to see the size. I want to see, let's see 1 year. I want to see what type of acreage has been moving. And this 0.25 to like 5 acre range. And I'm actually just going to look in the last month. So let's first look at that. I want to see, have there been people doing subdivides, selling a bunch of properties, all that stuff. So we'll look at some of this stuff. You got this guy right here. All right, let's see what we got. I want to change. Let me go back a little bit further. Looks like there's a bunch of activity right over here. Yeah, this guy did a subdivide. Maybe not. No, maybe just an individual lot. All right, let's check this too while we're in here. So I want to see the builder activity here to see if even doing a subdivide in this area is even worth it. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to turn off this. You go here, I'm going to turn off the enable land only filter. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to go to house. I'm going to close this. I want to see last 3 months. I want to, no min, no max. Don't care about that. Year built. I want to see 2024 year built. And I want to see if there's been activity, enough activity in this area. So in the last 3 months, there's 213 homes in this county that sold that are new builds. So let's go here. Let's check the last month. Okay, so you got 82. It looks like the majority is on the left side of this county. with a pretty big stronghold in this area. You got a whole little subdivision that went in right here. Yeah, looks like they did something there. Little subdivision here. You got one up here. Looks like. All right, so you can see here there's definitely new home builds coming in, which is good to see. Let's see if we can find out how much they paid for the land. No, it doesn't say. All right, so it looks like they sold the land. This is a okay, so this was not a this is a to be built, right? Concrete driveway, right? This ranch, 900 kitchen base, rock up kitchen slow ball. Perfect. Okay. So they sold this land for about 50K. So right here, 50K. So that tells me if I could find something in this area, I could probably sell it for 50K per. How big is this lot? Half acre. So I get about 50K, about 100K per acre. And this is right in Whitney Heights. Okay, that's just one example. Land 1 month. Oh boy. Looks like right here there's a bigger pocket. Let's see what some of these, how much they bought the land for here. Basically, I'm trying to see. All right, what can I do? What can I buy land for in this area to then subdivide it, sell paper lots, or something like that to a builder? I'm going to also look for bigger acreage new builds. So let's actually look at that. Okay, so let's look at this. Ready? Let's go here. You go filters. Last month. Let's do last 6 months, 2025. And I'm going to clear this. No max. I'm actually going to do 5 acres plus. And seeing if there's any new builds on larger acreage. Looks like nothing in the county like that has sold in the last 6 months. Let's see, 2023. Okay, so that tells me the demand is for smaller lots, right? So let's check this. Let's go year build 2024. I'm going to go just to 1 acre. 1 acre right here. So quite a bit of 1 acre lots that are selling as well. So when you're looking for a possible subdivide, it might be something that might be worth looking at stuff that has, you could subdivide into 1 acres. See right here, it looks like they built a little mini subdivision right here. And they built them all in 1 acre lots, 1 acre plus, so 1 acre, yep. And doesn't say how much they bought the land for. Nothing there. Okay, cool. All right, so that's as far as we know in this Johnstone County area. Yet again, it looks like most of the concentration's on the left side, closer to Raleigh. So let's do this. Let's go to Land Vision. What am I doing? All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look into Johnstone County. Okay, so this brings me Johnstone County, NC. I gotta be specific. Okay, so this is Johnstone County right here. This is the total county. What I probably want to do is I'm going to do this because we saw that specifically it had areas where it was like where it was hot and was not. So let's go here like this. Okay, so I'm going to include that area. I'm going to go location. Actually, what I first want to do, sorry, I want to go to advanced property search. I want to hit OK. And then I want to do my polygon is still there. What I'm going to do is type in land use. I want to go here. I want to go vacant land. I want to do vacant rec, vacant res, ag, miscellaneous. Yeah, that's fine. And I want to go characteristics. I want to deselect all. I want to go lot size. I want to go greater than. Let's go greater than 20 acres. All right. County. John. Justin. John. Johnstone. So I'm just doing it in Johnstone. So I just got to do that. And the reason why I do that is it'll allow me to only search within my included area. Right there. Okay, so there's quite a few. Now, one thing I want to do, last market sale. So I'm going to do make sure it hasn't sold since. Let's go 1900. I want to make sure it hasn't sold in the past like 3-4 years, so 2020, something like that. Yeah, something seems off on that. $123. Okay, yeah. Let's take this off. Something's getting thrown off. So deselect all, take that off there. And let's just apply this filter again. Now you could also do the zoning codes and all that stuff in here. Let's start by doing this. I'm going to pull so a lot of these have water on them. You could see some of these. I could also take this off. I want to just test. So right now I have, let's see how many we got. So I got 520 this way. 5 is about 1,000. So I want to take off agricultural and then reapply the filter. I want to see what changes when I do this. So I got about 515. It's about the same. Okay, so I'll leave that on there. Bacon egg. Okay, cool. So let me add this to the list. So it totally depends. So Jeff, you're asking about how much roadway should be allotted for a subdivision. So with this, it kind of depends on the way the subdivision gets laid out. I don't really account for it, especially if it's got good road frontage and all that stuff. might be able to get away with like chopping these up into lots that don't need a lot of roadways. So you could use, obviously the county road as your main. So it depends on that. So this is basically I'm gonna just pull 1,000 records real quick. And I'm gonna just go here. I'm gonna export to CSV. Okay, cool. Now, next thing I want to look at, I want to try to find who the builders are in this area. So let's go transaction search. I'm gonna go here. Okay. So I want to go in here. I want to go property type. I want to go vacant land, ag, vacant res. Actually, I'm going to take off the ag. I'm just going to do vacant land and ag. Vacant land and vacant res. Sale details. I want to see in the last 6 months. Kind of figured that was all depends. Yeah, it is an all depends question. It's hard to give like a solid, like, you only do this. Doesn't really work like that. Okay, so this. Characteristics, acreage. So I want to look at these cash buyers. I'm looking for somebody that's buying 0.25 acres. 0.25 to 1 acre lots, acreage. Okay. It's going to show me all the sales that have gone on. Let's see. Sometimes you got to zoom in more. Really? What's going on, man? Zoom in and refine your search criteria. Sale details, last 6 months. That's fine. Reported seller, reported buyer, property type, vacant land. Let's see. Greater than 0.25. All right, it's something to do with this characteristic button. Okay. Let's try it now. Let's reset, baby. Start over. Sometimes she needs a kick in the butt. Okay, Johnstone. Let me do included area, add polygon. So we're doing the same polygon we just did. Go here. Cool. All right, so include that area. I want to go. Characteristics, location. I want to go here. We want to do transaction search again. Okay. Include. So I want to do vacant land, vacant res. Last 6 months. I'm going to apply filter. Let's see what we got. Why are you fighting me today? To a spot on the west side, baby, nobody knew. Come and find me down where the tree line ends and the cattails grow. We can be. Why is this fighting me today? Well, that's annoying. It's never fun when it doesn't work for you. Very good. Let's go home again.
Playing for keeps with this old guitar, and it was worth every minute when I heard those people sing. It's a long road home, but now I see what them old times meant to me. So when I get back, I crack a bottle and
Don't know why it's doing this today.
you can find me down the tree line ends and the cattails grow. We can be.
So let me try this. Let me try removing this, and I'll go here. Go to a different area.
Where the tenor sings, the whole damn thing shakes when it blows.
All right, let's see what this is. Okay, now it's showing me a whole bunch of sales. There we go. I wonder why it's not doing it in my included area. Very interesting. Let's close this list out. Let's try this again. Close the list. Close this. Let's go back here again. Okay, so I'm going to go property type. I want to do this. I want to take out vacant land, make it res. Last 12 months. And yet again, it's doing it again. Okay, I think I got it now. So let's go here. I'm going to go county. John. County. Apply. You're really fighting me today. Land Vision's awesome, but there's a lot of flaws. It has a lot of issues, like stuff like this, where it doesn't want to work. It gets quite annoying. Characteristics. Let's see, greater than 0.25. Let's see if anything else shows up when I do this. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to start adding to list. Now, the goal here, I'm looking for this, is I want to try to see if I can find some of these builders that are building in this area, and then kind of find out what they're paying for properties, so that I know when I'm looking for a subdivide, I can kind of price it based on that, not necessarily just offer them like 25% of market or something, or 50% of market, or whatever the case may be. I might look into this and say, okay, well, in this area, I'm getting about 50K an acre based on what builders are buying. So I might be able to offer almost market value depending on the property and what I could do with it, right? So quite a few sales you could see. So I'm just going through my list. I'm just adding them to this big list here. What we'll do next, we're going to export this data. We're going to look at it, and we're going to see what this kind of looks like, what kind of properties people have been buying, all that stuff. And this has only been in the last 6 months. So I'm staying away from this road. Anything to the right of it, that's what we kind of saw was a little slower. This is general limit of lots in a subdivision or is a minimum number of lots to make that. So every county is going to have different regulations on the type of lots you could do and all that stuff. Sometimes they have minimum road frontage, minimum setbacks, minimum a lot of things, right? They kind of make up their rules, and you got to kind of stick with them, right? So every county is going to be different, but you could easily say, like, if you're looking at properties, you could you kind of see what they're looking for, right? And like you can see what other properties have sold recently. And then it's an easy thing too, if you're ever like bringing a property, possible subdivide, just say, hey, look, this is what I'm doing, and here's 20 examples of this exact same lot. So, okay, so let's do this now. I've exported that. I'm gonna go to my drive. Let's go team. Let's go pricing. Let me just do a new sheet right here. Okay. File import. I mean, is there a program similar to PropStream you're using to help find comps that may not show on Zillow Redfin? So we could look at them in a couple different places. You could look at like Land Vision, like I just did. You could pull sold data. You could pull sold data from Data Tree if you're using Data Tree instead. You could pull from multiple different sources. If you know people in the county, you could probably pull from the MLS. We also look at land.com, and we look at some of the recently solds there. So there's a lot of different places, but for the most part, a lot of people just use Redfin just because that's the most available, and a lot of that stuff gets recorded anyways. Let's go view, freeze one row. Let's do. Okay, cool. So, welcome to Land Vision. Yeah, Land Vision is more if you're pulling more than 10,000 records a month, that's where you want Land Vision. It's expensive, but it's worth it if you're pulling a lot of data. Like I'm pulling over 100,000, 200,000 pieces a month. Okay, so here we are now. You can see who the buyers are, all that stuff. I could look at everybody, Clay Pigeon Properties, all this, Barry Luke Robinson. I kind of get a full scope of everybody that's kind of buying in the area. Let's make this a little bit bigger so people can see it. So you can see like non-arm's length. This is the type of transaction. It'll show you the value transfer, the date, was there a loan, building square foot, which should be none, land square foot, type of deed, the price per square foot, price per acre. Okay, cool. So what we're going to look for now, here's the acreage sizes. I don't necessarily care about the seller, but I do care. I want to look at this first. So all these people bought with a loan. Let's go format, text number. So all these people bought with loans. So this guy right here, this looks like a obviously they bought all these together. So 91 acres, all this stuff. So they paid about 10K an acre for all that acreage. You got all these guys, Archer, Steelbridge. So what we're looking for there, that shows me all the people that have loans. Let's go A to Z. Anybody that doesn't have anything right here will show up. These are all probably cash sales. All these. Okay. Which means more than likely these are a lot of people that just bought cash. You don't have to worry about loans, lenders, all that stuff. So we're going to copy this. I'm just going to create a second sheet. Actually, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to take out anything that's got a cash offer. I'm going to take those off, the loan. I'm going to cut. Let me delete this sheet. Create a new one. Okay, cool. All right, so now my goal, I've cleared out all that stuff. Let me just delete all these rows. Let's see. Delete select rows. With the subdivision, are you restricted in the buyer pool? You're only selling to builders. Can you list on the MLS if you're trying to sell to builders? Yeah, you could list on the MLS if you want, like individuals, but the goal would be to like exit everything in one shot. So like basically, you could just take a buyer and see kind of what they're looking to buy. Once you find out what they're looking for, then you kind of know. All right, transaction type. So I can kind of see who all the buyers are here and how many lots they're buying, all that stuff. So Beverly Place, that's an HOA. Brad Lane Johnson, Michelle Johnson. Land square footage. They bought some bigger acreage and a bunch of little lots. Buckhorn. So Caliber Development Incorporated. Clay Pigeon Properties. You can see a lot of these Creekside Development Partners. So let me just look these guys up. Carolina. Okay. This is Open Corporates. They've been around for a bit. So what I'm looking for here, I want to try to see if I can find them, who they are and all that stuff. Creekside Development Partners, East Side, North Carolina, Creekside Investors Groups, Real Estate Investing, Homeowners Problems. Creekside, that's not it. Community overview. Communities. It's a mobile home park. I should buy this. Homes for sale, rent. Nice. This is what I like buying, is these types of properties. Okay. Anyways. Creekside Development Partners. So it looks like they don't come up. Now we could. So if you go in here, you could pull opencorporates.com. You could pull like all their, incorporation date, LLC, North Carolina, where their address is, their registered address. 2 officers. And you can see all their information here. And this just tells you what type of you have to log in. I want to just see where they are in North Carolina. If this is just a mailbox or if this is actually an address. Looks like it's an actual address, which is cool. So that means they're probably a pretty legit buyer. Yeah, so it looks like this is their building address. Okay. So cool. I would basically be able to take this and I could look for this LLC. I could skip trace this LLC and find out what they're paying. But I could look at this spreadsheet and I could kind of see what's going on. Now, assessed value, about 65K, they're saying, for the assessed value. Yes, it's about 65K they're buying for each one. Now, I forgot to do this, but I could pull different data here. So I might want to see, okay, let's see. I probably should have pulled purchase price. I don't know if I did that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Proper zip, price per acre, post office, parcel, APN, owner zip. Let's see if they have a sold price thing on here. All right, nothing here. So you could pull different types of data. So you could see like any of the stuff that you wanted. You could pull all this stuff. So address, APN, appraised value, associated parcel count, bank owned, bedrooms, building, shape, block, builder sale, building square foot, not needed. So buyer mail address. I'll pull that. Was it a cash purchase? You and me. Data transfer, my doc number, description, document type. I don't really need all that stuff. Mile after mile after mile. Do interest rate. Let me just see. Land use. Land square foot. So this would be good to find out too. Land use code, land use description. Also too, if we could grab the zoning. Lender first name. Oh, it's a lender. Let's see. Loan date, transfer, loan current sale, loan due date, loan term, months, years, months is fine. Loan due date, loan value, lot width, mail address, mail city, mail state, mail zip. Parking, pool, prefix, prop state, prop zip, prop quick claim, quarters deed, roof construction, seller, sale price. Site address, site city, site state, site source. Find out where it came from is important. If there's a subdivision. Okay, cool. So it looks like that's pretty much all the stuff I want. Okay, so I go, okay. It's gonna just redo it real quick. Now I can look in here. This is just a quick look of what I just pulled. And I could just scroll through here and see if it has some of the information I wanted. So shows you the buyer, shows you the seller, size, lender, assessed value, owner address. Let's see if there's anything that says cash purchase here. Looks like nothing has cash purchase. Okay, so here's all lenders. You can see kind of what the lenders were and what their interest rates and all that stuff. Here's your loan due dates, loan terms. All right, let's see. So a lot of these that were listed that had no loan, they actually do have a loan. So if you look at these all have loan maturity dates and stuff like that. Monday, June 8th. Yep, that's the one. Anywho, I digress. Okay, so I kind of look at all these. I could kind of pick out what type of properties they're looking for. So what I will do now is I want to see what acreage is. I want to see the acreage sizes next. So you got these guys just bought 2 lots, and they bought them. That says value is 26K, but that doesn't mean that's what they bought them for. Let's see.
And if he's just a friend, then tell me why's he always calling? Why did you can't play the line? Little girl, see that's where you went wrong. There's been rumors around this town now. I know what's going on. You ain't hear me say your friends, but we both know damn well. When I ain't around, you go now, but you ain't by yourself. Oh boy, in the ridge line. And I drop a
Okay, Denali Homes. There you go, Denali Custom Homes. Okay, so these guys are building individual lots in this area. So I know that because I could see in the past, you could see in this past few months, they just bought 2. So what I could also do here, I could do conditional filters, filter by condition, filter by values, sorry. So Dina.
I got my own thoughts on what's going on when I ain't intentional. See what they say when the door closed. You can't see if it don't show. You say I'm overthinking just cause I wanna know. Why's he call you Paul? Why's he call you Dave?
So they had 2 purchases in the past year. Let's see, select all. So they had 2 purchases, the types of homes they build. Let's take a look. Custom homes. Portfolio for sale. Available to build.
That boy in the ridge line, and I drive a Chevy. He ain't got no straight
Oxford Drive. Let me make sure this is the right company. So what I got to make sure is this the right company. So let's hit about. Nope. Wrong company. Okay. These guys look better. It says serving Iredell, so that sounds like a builder. So the goal of this is to kind of figure out, 1, what markets are good enough to be doing this in. 2 is then to figure out what the builders are looking for. And then once I know what the builders are looking for, then I can kind of go in and say, okay, I know they're looking for 1 acre lots and they're going to pay 100K per lot. Okay, great. That gives me such a good idea of what I could be buying properties for, basically. Cool. So it looks like they're not. Their website doesn't look like it's working. All right, let's see what else we got. Who else is buying a lot of them? So they're in the smaller lots. Let's see if we're looking for. I could do conditional filters, filter by condition. Let's see, filter by condition. Filter by values, no. Filter by condition. Let's see, this before contains between. Let's see, sweep by UZ. Okay, cool. Let's look for some other builders. I could also go here. I could type in. I could do conditional. and I filter by values. I could type in builder. Clear this. I'm going to type in builder and select all and hit OK. So here's all the ones that have like builders named in it. So JS Builders Inc. He's bought 2. Raise the Roof, Signature Home Builders Inc. Let's check them out and see. Signature Home Builders. Okay. Our communities. It looks like they build a lot, which is great. They offer in-house financing, which is great. Our communities. So we'll kind of look at some of these properties. If we get prices on them too, you kind of guess, kind of figure out what they're selling for, and then you work your way backwards. You can also find out from them directly if you call them. Home start in the 200s, and you can find out kind of what they're paying for per lot, or if they'll buy an entire subdivision. So it's good to, the reason why I'm doing all this, it's good to know that you have builders that are gonna be buying your subdivision. You don't want to create a subdivision and then come to find out there's no builders that would build anything like that, no matter if the county approves it or not. Like, you want to make sure that there's people that are going to build what you're hoping will, work, right? So judging by this, like, it looks like these guys build smaller communities, not like massive subdivisions, right? So maybe like a 20-acre lot, I could chop it up into 20 lots with all, like, if you look at this one, kind of look that's what they did. Everything had road frontage, and they just kind of chopped them up and boom, there you go. And they sold them individually. So if you have a good road frontage property, you could probably chop up 21-acre lots and sell them to these guys, depending on what they're buying for. So I'm going to say in the 300s, they're probably buying lots for around 25 to 30K. Usually it's about 10% of the exit value. That's where they're going to want to buy at. So if they're selling like $600,000 houses, you probably sell them for 60K per lot. But you might be able to get 2-3 lots per acre, though. You don't know. That's what you kind of have to look into. Okay, so Johnstone County looks pretty good as far as that goes for looking for builders. Let's see. I could type in construction. Carroll Construction Homes Inc. Try to search for them. Carroll Custom Home Builders. Make sure I put NC here. All right, general contractors in Johnstone County. So they recently have bought 1, 2, 3, 4 lots. Oh, it looks like they bought a pretty large parcel as well. So it looks like they're doing their own subdivision. We could actually just take a look at this real quick, see what it looks like. Yep. So they bought a pretty, I don't know, total acres, 68 acres. That is not 68 acres. This looks like 0.68 acres. And they bought it for $75K. Huh. How big is this guy? Yep, here's Carol. There you go. Yeah, so it looks like these are all the ones they just bought. So they're building these little subdivisions right here. It actually looks like land investor most likely bought this property, put the road in, and then sold this cul-de-sac out to people. That's what I'm getting at this, because you got Golden Properties and Development Inc. They're the other buyers. So it tells me they're probably, and this is recent. So Golden Properties and Development Inc. Golden Properties and Development Inc. And see. Awesome. All right, good. So it looks like they're building too. So yeah. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for today. I know we were supposed to have Jesse on today. I'm not sure what happened. So just decided to show you kind of a little bit of the insight of what we do when we're trying to look for subdivisions. Hopefully this video is helpful to some people and you kind of learn that you could do a bunch of different things with this, which is awesome. It's not just the one-off land flips. You kind of get into chopping up larger acreage and selling it for big chunks of money. So I appreciate you guys hanging out, guys. I will see you on the other side. Have a good one.